So previously on DIY channel here, we have tackled green anchors, Tapcons, drive pins. So I've shown you guys how to install them, and I mentioned before on one of my videos that if you run a Tapcon in and it spins out, which does, Baker, you know what I'm talking about if you're watching this. So how do you fix it? Now, a little disclaimer here. First of all, I'm going to share some pretty personal information with you guys. So here we are. My hair is bad. I'm getting a haircut Tuesday. So here is really the disclaimer though. So if you are hanging something that you really need to make sure is, for lack of a better term, stout, very strong, that's going to hold, you definitely need to listen to what I said in those videos. You know, how much depth you need for your Tapcon, how much of a Tapcon do you need for whatever you're holding, because that is very important, all right? As long as you follow those rules, you should be good. Now, what if, and it happens all the time, you drill or you impact or whatever, hand turn your Tapcon in a block, brick, or whatever, and it just spins out. Well, I'm going to show you how to fix it. And the reason why I said disclaimer is because if you really need to make sure, like this is like life-saving stuff that you're hanging up, you know, you don't want to do this. You just want to re-drill your hole and move it over. So, or use a different anchor. So if you want to, like if you're running conduit, or if you're hanging, I'm going to use conduit because that's what I use these for a lot, or sometimes panels, but conduit really. So let's talk about, if you spin this Tapcon out, how do you fix it? Is it important to move it, keep moving it, and having all these holes like a woodpecker has been on your wall? Or is it a little trick that you could do to fix the problem? So there is, and I'm going to show you. Now, when I first saw this trick, I thought, I don't know if that's right or not. Before you decide to do the trick I'm going to show you, do this. Take a block like I'm going to do right here in this demonstration. All right. Blow a hole out like I'm going to do in this demonstration. And then I want you to try to pull this Tapcon out. Put a board or something there. Stand on the board, pull it up, or whatever you want to do. I tell you, once you do this, it's not coming out. The point of what I'm trying to tell you is this. The little trick that you can do if you are not certain the strength of it, think about this, all right? This is a Tapcon. There is just a piece of metal here that's going into block, all right? Let me show you something else. This is a green anchor. So, do you have an idea maybe what I'm going to show you guys that could potentially work? Well, you can use a tie wrap, or you can use a piece of wire. So either one will work. Piece of wood, whatever you got on hand. I'm going to show you how it works. I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm not going to show you the pull test because I don't have any scientific stuff, but I will tell you that I have literally done this many times. Nothing that's going to be, you know, like if I'm hanging a piece of 4-inch, probably wouldn't do it then. I'd probably use the drive pins, or, you know, maybe some drop-in anchors, which we will get to very shortly. So you've got to watch this channel so you guys can see how to use those things. Those, I will say, almost will be the end-all be-all. After we get done with our block, you know, and brick stuff, we're going to have a wall back here. Not yet, but I will. And we will be doing drywall anchors because lots of homeowners use drywall anchors and they're using them wrong. They use these. Now, these do say conical anchor kit. It says for drywall, concrete, block, tile, and brick. So we'll talk about that as we go on. But you know, enough talking. I just had to get all that out of the way. Let's get to this video so we can get done, so you guys can get on with your life and meet me in another video, and let's get started. So I'm fully aware that we don't have the best looking camera setup. You know, here's the reason. If you watch that video, you know when the camera fell, it was pretty disastrous. My other camera didn't make it. So let's say you're using your impact, right? All right, you just blew it out. You see, right? it's blown out. All right, what do you do? How do you fix it? Well, here is the best way to fix it. You use a tie wrap. All right, super easy, right? You put it in like so, put a little angle in it, or put a little bend in it. Do this. Boom. And what you do is you cut this off like so. All right, now you need a pair of dikes to get this a little, or you can just use your clines like I would do normally, because I don't always have my dikes with me. Twist it off. And your anchor is set damn good. All right, let's pull it out. All right, now, what about this one? Let's blow this one out. All right, see, blown out. You can probably, I can literally pull the anchor pretty much almost all the way out. You know, if this was not blown out, you wouldn't have been able to use your fingers. So, the wire, same kind of the same way. You put it in, put it to the side, put your Tapcon in. Now watch out, because this thing will spin around. Boom. All right, now you heard that one. That, my friends, is not going anywhere. That is a 3/16 hole originally. Now it's obviously wallered out because I spun that out, because this, my friends, is a 1/4 inch. So let's put this green anchor in here and see if we can use this, because I don't know. Oh yeah. So there you go. Now you have 3 ways. That's a bonus tip for you guys that we just learned together. I don't know that I would waste, my personal opinion, the green anchor on there, but if you're not using green anchors, you hate them or whatever, you have that option. All right, so what about putting the strap on the blown out part, right? Putting this in here, now we have to blow this part out here, putting it in through the strap into the block. Well, first let's go ahead and blow this block out, because that's what we need to make sure we do. And I want you guys to watch this. All right, it's blown out. As you see, it's a pretty good size hole now. Now, we'll put the strap here. We'll fold our tie wrap, zip tie, whatever you want to call it. We'll put it in here like that, because we already know, right, that it's too big. So let's see what happens when we do this. Boom. I'm gonna tell you guys, this is where it's at. I mean, you know, like I said before, if you're doing life-saving equipment, you may want to do something different, but I will tell you, right, that it is very stout. I mean, this probably is more stout than the copper wire, honestly, in my opinion, but you see it does work. Now, you're running a conduit, you're probably not going to really pay too much attention. Oh my gosh, there's a tie wrap right there. But I promise you, you're not pulling this out. I mean, you're just not. It's not coming out. It is extremely stout. Now, you might say, well, at that point, I'll just put a green conical anchor in. And maybe you should. But, you know, not everybody carries these anchors, this anchor kit. I don't. I mean, I have it here because for the video purposes. But, you know, there's always tie wraps, because electricians and data people, they're always on the same job together, and you know, they can use each other's tools. So these you can always find anywhere. Same with the wire, you can use the wire if you so choose. But like I mentioned, you know, it's pretty stout. You're not really going to have any issues. I mean, you can even crank it more, and I can't even push it. I mean, now I definitely can't push it. Ow, that hurt. I mean, look at my fingers. That right there is proof positive that, I mean, it's got a huge indentation. Actually hurt my damn little finger. So anyway, all right, now you see how to do it. This is the way I would do it. This is my preferred method right here. Putting it through the strap and then going that route. Well, there you go. There's 3 tips for you to do this. Now, like I said, if you are trying to hang maybe this massive panel or this whatever your, you know, life-saving equipment, I believe it will hold. But I'm telling you, you may want to experiment before you believe me, because I showed you here, but I didn't show you any pull tests. But I can assure you that you will not pull that Tapcon out of the wall at all, ever. All right, now I do understand that you guys are saying, Well, you know, you're wasting all of these tie wraps. Well, guess what, guys? If you meet me in this video right here, I will show you how to use a tie wrap and cut it flush. And then you keep all your little ends. And now you got your spacers. Put them in a little box. All right, guys, if you like what you see, like and subscribe. Meet me in that video, and I'll see you there. God bless. Have a great day.